Welcome to MegaView World, your gateway to the planet's most stunning destinations. Today, we're diving into the lush green heart of Vancouver, Canada, the world-famous Stanley Park. With its breathtaking ocean views, ancient trees, wildlife, and cultural history, Stanley Park isn't just a park. It's a living, breathing story, waiting to be discovered. Stanley Park was officially opened in 1888 and named after Lord Stanley, the Governor-General of Canada. But long before that, the land was home to the Coast Salish peoples, who lived, fished, and honored the forest and sea for thousands of years. This isn't just city green space, it's sacred ground, with trails that echo stories older than Vancouver itself. Stretching over 9 kilometers, the Stanley Park seawall is the longest uninterrupted waterfront path in the world. Whether you're biking, walking, or skating, this scenic route offers endless beauty. Waves lapping on one side, towering forest on the other. The seawall wraps around the entire park, offering views of Coal Harbour, Burrard Inlet, and the stunning Lions Gate Bridge. It's a favorite for locals and tourists alike, peaceful, refreshing, and always picture-perfect. Stanley Park is a natural rainforest oasis right inside the city. Over 500,000 trees, some more than 800 years old, stand tall and proud across 400 hectares. Trails like Beaver Lake, Bridle Path, and Tatlow Walk take you deep into the forest, where the city noise fades and nature takes over. Wildlife is everywhere. Squirrels, raccoons, woodpeckers, owls, even bald eagles nest in the canopy. If you're lucky, you might even spot a coyote trotting across a quiet trail. One of Stanley Park's most visited attractions is the collection of First Nations totem poles at Brockton Point. These poles are works of art, each one carved with deep meaning and ancestral stories. They honor the culture and spirit of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh peoples, the original stewards of this land. As you stand among them, you're reminded that every inch of Stanley Park carries generations of Indigenous wisdom and heritage. Inside Stanley Park, you'll also find the world-renowned Vancouver Aquarium, a leading center for marine science and ocean conservation. It's home to thousands of sea creatures, glowing jellyfish, colorful fish, sea lions, and adorable sea otters. The aquarium isn't just fun, it's a powerful reminder of how delicate and amazing our oceans truly are. Looking for peace and quiet? Head to Lost Lagoon, a calm freshwater lake at the park's edge, perfect for birdwatching and sunset views. Deeper in the park, Beaver Lake is a small hidden gem surrounded by thick greenery. Don't miss the Stanley Park Rose Garden, which blooms with over 3,500 rose bushes in spring and summer, a romantic spot that smells as beautiful as it looks. And then there's Prospect Point, the highest part of the park, with panoramic views of the ocean, the Lions Gate Bridge, and mountains that touch the clouds. From this height, it's easy to forget you're in the middle of a major city. Stanley Park feels like an island, untouched, timeless, sacred. Every tree here stands like a silent witness to generations of change, to millions of footsteps, and to the beating heart of Vancouver. In a world that's always rushing, Stanley Park teaches us the beauty of slowing down. This is where eagles soar and sailboats drift, where the skyline meets sky and history echoes softly through the breeze. From above, Stanley Park looks like a breath, an exhale of nature in the lungs of a living city. The trees don't just grow here, they guard, they watch, they remember. Each curve of the seawall is a frame in a moving painting, drawn by the tide, colored by the clouds. If cities have hearts, this is Vancouver's heartbeat, steady, green, and full of life. Look closely from above. The trails form a map, not just of paths, but of stories walked 1,000 times before. From above, Stanley Park looks like a breath, an exhale of nature in the lungs of a living city. The trees don't just grow here, they guard, they watch, they remember. Each curve of the seawall is a frame in a moving painting, drawn by the tide, colored by the clouds. If cities have hearts, this is Vancouver's heartbeat, steady, green, and full of life. Look closely from above. The trails form a map, not just of paths, but of stories walked 1,000 times before. Above the treetops, eagles circle like ancient guardians, always watching, always waiting. The wind that flows through this forest has touched every branch and every soul that walks beneath it. You won't find fences here. Nature roams free, just as it should. The trails don't just guide your feet, they guide your thoughts. This is where herons wade in silence and raccoons play in the shadows. Every corner is alive. The forest speaks without a sound, in rustling leaves, in birdsong, in the hush of still water. At sunset, the water turns gold, the leaves shimmer, and the whole park feels like it's glowing from within. Some days it's misty, other days clear, but no matter the weather, Stanley Park is always beautiful. Even in rain, this place shines. The forest glistens, and the silence becomes even more sacred. Stanley Park isn't just for nature lovers. It's full of fun activities for the whole family. Take a classic horse-drawn carriage ride. Let the kids run wild in the many playgrounds, or rent a paddle boat in summer. Picnic areas, scenic benches, and open green lawns make it the perfect place to relax and recharge. As day turns to night, Stanley Park transforms again. The sky glows pink and orange, reflecting on the water. And as the lights of Vancouver start to twinkle, you realize this place is more than a park. It's a treasure, a sanctuary, a reminder that even in a fast-paced world, nature still holds space for wonder. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey through Stanley Park, right here on MegaView World. If you love the views, stories, and vibes, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more cinematic journeys from around the world. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep watching MegaView World.